Our coverage of the NFL brings us to the southern end of the Tar Heel State and to this beautiful venue, Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte, North Carolina. Up next, a contest that keeps things all in the NFC between the Seattle Seahawks and the Carolina Panthers. Well, this weather is not cooperating as we're set to go. And we're off and running from Charlotte. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Throwing now off the play action. His first pass falls incomplete.
No real secret. They were going to get him and his height involved early there, Kate. The secret was how is he going to be defended? Well, they chose to go physical. And that will plant a little thought in his mind. The next time the ball comes his way, he better be ready for some contact.
Throwing again on second. That's brought in by Tenoroa McMillan. And he's going to be touched down about 3 yards shy of the marker.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. They're going to try and throw it here. Ooh, and almost an opening drop pick, but he couldn't hang on. He dropped it. So the potential turnover ends up on the ground as they'll bring up 4th down. Carolina in punt formation. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10. Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Bruce Sanders that time on the stop.
Gained a little bit there. Kind of feels like a gain of nothing. You know why? Because you're still playing with your backs against the end zone. No real breathing room. No margin for error.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Here's the first carry from Christian McCaffrey. And he's not going to escape. They could not get the push they needed. That's going to be a safety. So they give away the lead on the safety, and now they're going to have to give away the football with a free kick. This will be grabbed at the 5. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. Panthers look just about ready. 1st and 10. On the ground, Juba Hubbard gets it. And he'll stay upright through this lane, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Setting up to throw. Brought in right side. And he's short of the first after a mile gain.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. Looking in the air here. He has the first over the middle. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's good for a Panthers first. Here's a give to Hubbard. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you called 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
He takes it in. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers grow their early lead to 8. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just gotta ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right? Now, when you run that fly route, you gotta win right from the jump. You gotta protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Monroe looking to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And it's going to be 2nd down.
I like that right there, Kate. Early in this game, show your cards. Double this guy. They know his ability, his reputation. Make somebody else beat you.
Someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Trayvon Merrick has it. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away, just as they did.
Almost a completion of the wrong team there. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. So play number 1 almost ended this drive. Let's see what play number 2 has in store. On 2nd down, it's Hubbard. He's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's going to bring up the Carolina 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Back to the ground they go. Hubbard. And he's able to stay on his feet through that run, at least until the tackle stops him. He picked up close to 4. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
They're going to run it. This is Trevor Etienne. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. He puts some air under it, deep down the middle. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers parlay the interception into points. Xavier Legette with the touchdown. Little able to connect on the point after. And the Panthers take a 16-point lead. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Marvin Mims now to return it. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10. And they're on 31.
New set of downs for him from the 31.
Come on. Hey.
First play of the drive. Here's Walker. Danced away from one tackle, but unable to dance away from the rest of the defense. No gain on that play.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
On the gun, Milrow. Makes the grab in bounds, left side. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
A gain of 30. And the Seahawks 1st down.
Ready.
First down throw here from Milrow. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Just a yard left to go on second down.
Traveler. Let's go. Ready, right?
Now an inside give to Walker. He's got it in the red zone. And there's the stop after he drives this down to the 13. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
That's good for the Seahawks. First down. A gain of 16 yards. First down, Seattle.
Let's go now. Let's go.
Off the play fake, Milrow. On target to his back, here's Christian McCaffrey. And he takes it in, touchdown Seattle. The Seahawks lower the deficit they face. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. Well, great work there, Brock. They weathered the storm, and now they've gotten themselves right back into this ball game.
Anybody who's played this game has been here before. The game doesn't start the way you want. You're in a big hole, and all you can do is climb out of it. And the words of Pete Carroll resonate. It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
So we've got ourselves a 9-point game now as they'll kick this off. Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Catch made by Chuba Hubbard. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Here's Hubbard on the give. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on the 3rd and short.
1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. He's going to throw it. Into the hands of Leggett. And that short gain is enough for a new set of down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
They've got first down here from the 36. Back to throw. Hits his running back. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Here we go. Go.
Hubbard trying this up the gut. Oh, he lost the football. And the Seahawks pick it up. And they're going to give a couple yards back on the return, but I don't think they care much, Brock, because they're going to take over on the fumble.
You know, we could go down on that field and ask any player about the first lessons they learned in the game of football, and almost every one of them kids going to say the same thing. Ball security. I bet he could even hear his old high school coach's voice in his ears right now, telling him next time, you got to hang on to it better.
He picks up 15 on the play. And that gives the Seahawks the first. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. Here's Milrow, 1st and 10. Throw left side, complete. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
We get a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half.
Okay, ready?
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Ready?
Will Rowe from the gun. Short pass brought in. And they haul him down after a gain of a couple. Leaves him in need of 1 more yard here on 3rd down.
We saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them. And the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Okay, break.
3rd and just 2 to go.
Ready? 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Panthers 60, Panthers 60. Ready?
Here he is on 3rd and short. Completed to his running back. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
Milroe with it on 1st. He's got it near the 10. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that 1st down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
And he's going to have the Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks cut the lead to just a field goal. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Seahawks. 14.
We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Carolina offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Airing it out to start this drive. Dumps it underneath. Hubbard. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Throwing on 2nd. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Offense up to the line fast.
At the 43-yard line.
1st down, play action. It's caught, Jimmy Horn Jr. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
He's going to throw it again. It is caught left side. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
You know what I love about this? Never showing panic. When he leaves the pocket, look at his eyes. They continue to search downfield. They're never looking at the rush. They're finding the open man downfield before running out of real estate.
Second and 3 now. Throwing it again here. It's McMillan with the catch out left. And he gets down to the 24 before he stops. A gain of 15 there. And that's good for a Panthers 1st. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
1st and 10, it's Hubbard. And he'll gain about 7 on this one as he gets him down into the red zone. Working quickly here.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second.
Looking for a pass on second and short. That is incomplete. Down to 13 seconds left. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
8th play of the drive now. They need 2 to keep it going.
Here we go.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. That's caught for the first. He has the Carolina touchdown. The Panthers will add to their lead at the end of the half. On is Little for the extra point. Bad weather doesn't affect that extra point. It's good. And the Panthers push the lead to 2 scores now. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. So no return this time. Let's see if they run a play or if they just decide to kneel out the half. Only 10 seconds remaining here, so 1st and 10 may be our last snap of the half.
Ready.
Looking to throw. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of the defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that first down anyway.
Here's the final play of our first half. Throwing here just before halftime. And he's not going to get something done. They take him down. So that's how our first half's going to end. A momentum-building play for their defense. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. On the return, here's Mims. And he gets crushed by a big hit. Oh, man. Right at the 25 to end it. Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. From the gun, Milrow. Makes the grab in bounds, left side. And he's out of bounds, but what a great play there, Brock. He's got him into field goal range. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
You know, Kit, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
That's one he knows he should have had. And it sets up 2nd down.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Got it. Ready.
We'll try something else from the 27 this time. 2nd and 10.
Kennedy Lions.
Shotgun now for Milrow. Brought in close to the 8. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes teams break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Still a couple of shots at this one. Here's Milrow to throw. And this one hurts. Had a touchdown in his hands, but he couldn't hold on. 3rd down coming up. As that one falls incomplete, Brock, the pressure ticks up just a bit because this has been too good a drive to not pay it off in the end zone.
Yeah, Kate, it's time to find your best matchup.
Yeah.
Unless you're already committed to going for it on fourth, you've got one more shot.
Here we go.
Players, not plays. Get it to your best player.
Caught just shy of the goal line. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field. Keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. They'll leave the offense out there and try 4th and goal from the 4.
Get it.
They kick the running back in motion.
Ready.
Milrow to throw on 4th. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
That run right there, that kind of feels like your missed opportunity defensively. Got him backed up, and you played it well enough to contain the run, but you didn't play it well enough to damage the run.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Let's go. Go.
Throwing off the play fake. Finds a seam down the middle. Finds a seam, left side. He's off to the races. At the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers push their lead further to start the half. Well, that right there, Brock, is saving all of your guys a whole lot of work. I see 10 dudes breathing easy out there, and only one of them out of breath, and he's the one holding that football in the end zone.
Are you sure about that? Because you know what I love about these moments? I love especially going back and watching on tape and watching the big guys. Watching all those O-linemen. Certainly some are going to walk, some are going to wave, but eventually some will make their way 90 yards downfield to celebrate that one as well. Because you're right, it was one heck of a show.
Escapes the defender. And this drive will start inside the 25. First call here coming from the shotgun.
Let's go now. 19, 5, 8.
Throwing here, Milrow. Forced out to his right. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play. Gonna need something special here. 2nd and 20 following the sack. Throwing now, Milrow. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Intended target there was Jackson Smith and Jigba. So that brings up 4th and long. And he drives this into the pouring rain. Space past the 35. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped.
At their own 36-yard line.
So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. This drive will begin with Hubbard. And he's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. That play good for 17 and a 1st down. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Here's ETN on 1st down. He's going to keep his balance long enough to get ahead for a gain of 5. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
You You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
They'll cobble together a yard there. Leo Chanel able to bring him down.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A gain of a yard on the play brings up 3rd and 4.
Here's a nickel look by the Seahawks. 3rd down. Pass play coming here. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Cam Little now to attempt this field goal. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. And he missed it. It's no good. And it stays a 2-score game at 16 points.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
On the jump.
And into the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this 1st and 10. Running back sent in motion. Here's Milrow, 1st and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
1st down throw here from Milrow. Has it downfield working the left. There it is. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch. You go with what you think is your best option. There they felt like it was going to be a pass, but sometimes it simply doesn't work.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Has this at the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Panthers look just about ready. 1st and 10. Here's ETN to begin the drive. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. Throwing now on 1st down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack drives him in the wrong direction, partner, ahead of this 2nd down.
And right there's the danger, Kate. When you put the ball in the air, how many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. That was Taro McMillan he was looking for. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Hey, I get it. If any of their pass catchers have what it takes to beat double coverage, it's him. The kids would say, he's him. That defense knew it. That's why they doubled him and knocked it away.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. That is once again incomplete, and consecutive incompletions have now pushed them to 4th down. Panthers getting everyone set for the punt. And he wants to hit his 2nd effort just as well as he hit his 1st. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Middle row from the gun. That one doesn't find its man. Incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now they face second down.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
He completes it in traffic. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. We're off to the fourth quarter here on Christmas Eve. It's the Seahawks with possession, needing to erase that deficit in a hurry.
And the Seahawks first down.
So first down from the 41.
Let's go now. Ready.
To the air, Milrow. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. Second down. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two becomes three, and on and on.
It's incomplete to Kenneth Walker. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
Check, bounce, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
First down, Seattle.
And off to Walker from the gun. And he's able to stay on his feet through that run, at least until the tackle stops him. He picks up close to 4. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
Milrow now to throw. And he'll cover up as they touch him down a few yards short of the first.
Well, that right there, Kate, that is the epitome of trust, and trust in your big physical tight end. Throwing his way into double coverage. You may question the decision when the ball leaves his hands, but it's tough to question when it produces results like that.
He's out in the clear, and he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Milrow with it on first. Into traffic, complete! And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
I'm not going to lie, I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down, but to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, there's way too much risk for that reward.
Completed to his running back. And he's going to be out of bounds at about the 7-yard line, partner. And that's where they're going to be set up for this 1st and goal.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
Come on. Set. Cougar 19.
Still sticking with the passing game. Too much on that, and it sails through the end zone, incomplete.
QBs, well, they're a lot like the great shooters in the NBA. Hey, listen, sometimes you're going to miss. You just got to shake it off and keep shooting away.
On the ready.
So the incompletion on first. Here is 2nd and goal.
Ready.
They'll work against the blitz. And look at the footwork there. Touchdown! The Seahawks making a 4-point game here in the 4th. They can tack on one more now, bring things back to within a field goal. And he connects there, so now another kick from him, a field goal, to tie this game in the 4th.
Seahawks 27.
All is set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Carolina offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground to begin his drive with ETN. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Takes the handoff. Now to throw. Dump off to his fullback. Well, that's not what the offense styled up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down.
You know, Kate, that really is one of the benefits that comes with experience. You'll feel it. Right? Look at the quarterback, never seeing the rush, never looking at the rush. Instead, eyes are downfield, and the big play follows.
Third down, and they need to get 10. Looking to throw. Connects on the crosser. He's taken down as he takes this to the 38. It's a massive 35-yard pickup. 1st down.
Kate, I've probably seen a million balls thrown in my life, and maybe even more. From the time I was in high school all the way here to the pros, and over all these decades of watching guys throw it, and I'll tell you what, I never get tired of watching a laser like that.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. So they're 1st and 3. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Offense to the line. 2nd down. Here's a throw. Dumped off to his running back. And they make the stop. I'm going to say it about the 37-yard line.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. He'll throw it. Seahawks swarming him, and down he goes. Now before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the 2nd one used by the defense in this half.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But of course we know, it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or 2.
1-yard attempt.
Oh, this is going to be close, and it's no good. He hooked it too far left. And their lead will remain unchanged in the 4th.
Surely not something they're too pleased about down in the field. But, Kate, with that miss, ooh, we got a lot of juice. We got an opportunity here to see a field goal and a chance to take this game to overtime.
Walker on 1st down. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. We've got whistles and a timeout call by the defense. 2:07 left to play.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Ready? Go.
From the gun, Milrow. Got a man, it's Knox. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Charlotte. Seahawks trailed by a field goal.
A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Seahawks.
So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34.
3. Let's go. 19-18.
Walker now from the gun. He has room past the 25. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Setting up to pass. Here he goes again. And they take this in for the score. The Seahawks have taken the lead late. And this distance, a very dangerous player on any pass play because, Brock, as he's scanning the field to throw for the end zone, he's looking for an avenue to run it too.
Okay, this is exactly why it's never been harder to play defense in the NFL. The precision and the execution in the passing game, the efficiency has never been better. But then when you do cover it up, you got guys like this who can scramble and make you pay with their legs.
Starting from the 5. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line.
Trailing by 1 score late here, Cade. Maybe this is the return. Maybe this is what helps them get right back into it. Good field position now to start their most important series yet of this game.
Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. Ooh, that one's nearly intercepted. The defense read that one perfectly. A poor choice to make that throw. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
He'll look to throw it. It's McMillan with the catch out left. So a solid gain there, Brock, but still 3rd down and short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play. Now to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a 1st down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
They'll run for this. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Panthers moving quickly, trying to get set at the line. Here he is to throw. Caught, nice gain left side. And this is going to make it down to the 24-yard line. That one hits for 30. And that's going to bring up a Carolina 1st down. Panthers moving quickly, trying to get set at the line. Now the Seahawks are going to spend their 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Offense to the line for 1st down, conscious of that single timeout they've got remaining. Back to throw. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. That is Nick Emanwari. And the Seahawks make the play that should win them this game.
You can see it right off the snap. They got a really good read on where that was designed to go. Having that extra defensive back, that nickel coverage, so critical on that inner